So, we've got a number 1 deluxe meal. Is there anything else I can get you?
Yeah, I'd also like a good night's sleep. Maybe something like the I didn't struggle all night with my uncomfortable CPAP mask.
Sir, I think what you're looking for is Inspire. It's an implant that works inside your body to treat sleep apnea without a CPAP.
Come on!
He sounds hangry. Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you, and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Beauty Pop Podcast. I am Victoria.
And I'm Jen.
And today we are going to talk about under-eye baggage. And
I have lots of baggage.
We have lots of baggage here on Beauty Pop. But we actually, we talked about some under-eye cream and solutions and stuff a while back. But specifically today, we're actually going to be talking about under-eye patches because they are everywhere. We've all tried them. We've all fallen victim to the ones that don't work, but they look cute. You know, remember there was a whole movement of you had to take selfies with your eye patches on?
Of course, especially the gold ones. Remember the gold ones?
I have gold ones
there they
here.
are. I've tried those too.
Yeah. So I have a couple that I really like. And then one hero product from the most surprising person on the planet that I'll share with you.
I love it.
And then you've got a great concealer that
I've got a
new concealer. I don't know if it's great or not.
Yeah, I've got a concealer with a warning, but this is a brand new product that I was like, oh my God, I just got to try it. And then we'll tell you it'll be good for some of you. I think.
So eye patches. Where do you fall on these? Do you like them? Do you hate them?
Not like pirate patches.
Yeah, right. Under eye patches is what I should say.
I know.
Sorry about
not
that.
if you've lost an eyeball or anything like that.
Not Jack Sparrow. Yeah, under the eyes.
I know. So I use them. I have a ton of them at home. I find them more effective when I put them in the refrigerator, my little beauty fridge, which you got me when they cool down. I think they're extra comforting. They're fun. I can't say that I notice an oh my God result from any eye patch that I've ever used or under eye patch. How about you?
I think that's I'm pretty much there with you on that. There's the couple that I'm going to review here. So KNC Beauty, these are the gold glittery ones. It literally is in the shape of a shooting star with an actual star at the end.
They're
to
very
hit
cute.
Your crow's feet. They're super cute. They do nothing.
No,
sorry,
but they're cute.
But they do nothing. And it's supposed to be retinol infused and everything. In order to get real effects of any type of retinol product, you have to be really committing to these like every day, every night. I mean, you'd practically have to sleep in them to really get anything from it. So I kind of chalk these up to cute little, gift if you want to, do some stocking stuffers.
Fun for like a girls' night when you guys want to put stupid stars on your face. But I actually got some of those in a FabFitFun box, which I always tell you guys I'm a subscription girl.
Yeah.
And I tried one and they're very cute.
Yeah.
But like you said,
they also, I find they're very narrow.
Yeah.
So they don't really cover a large area under the eye. They're really kind of decorative. This company was put on the map though, KNC Beauty, because the Kardashians amongst other influencers, they do the giant lip mask.
Right.
And so
which are also bizarre.
Which are bizarre and do nothing. That's
know,
another thing. It's great for a picture. There's one on my Instagrid, of me with the giant lips. Like it does nothing.
No.
But whatever, it's cute. So the next one that I tried, I thought was a little bit better. This is Skin Gym. Do you know that brand, Skin Gym?
I don't.
Skin Gym is also kind of like influencer kind of TikTok-y, Instagram. I'm sure that's probably where I discovered them. I think they're at Sephora, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I've ordered them online. These are actually a little more hydrating, but again, they're also very narrow. And if you can see the outline in
narrow.
there.
Yeah, they look like
narrow.
And they
look
also
like new moons.
look
Like penises.
Well, actually, now that you show me the front of them like that,
it's a heart.
They do. They do.
So like the KNC Beauty, right at the end around your crow's feet, it's a star.
Yeah.
These are a heart, but it just looks like a penis.
They don't look like that. They do.
It's like an Amazon shooting penis.
A special kind of facial.
Yes, exactly. But these I did find, these are the Hydrogel eye mask. This has hyaluronic acid, collagen, amino acids, and a little bit of caffeine. These are a little bit better. And they're, if you want to just wear some penises on your face.
Yeah, why not? Decorate your under eyes, whatever.
Yeah. So now we're getting to something that
those
actually
are
works.
good. Yeah, I've got those at home.
Okay. Wander Beauty is a company that I really like. The first iteration of this podcast, I interviewed the founder and CEO, and she is really remarkable. And the reason it's called Wander, she partnered with a friend of hers who was a supermodel who was constantly traveling. So all their products are named after some aspect of travel. And they're really good ingredients. So these are the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim, which is the
Love
perfect name.
Super cute.
These are rose gold, because you and I love some rose gold.
Yep.
And these are actually very calming, and I've noticed a difference with these. These have aloe leaf juice, calendula extract, which is also good to kind of tighten stuff up. The camu extract, that's another thing. I think that's a vitamin C product. There's a lot of good stuff in this, so I do enjoy these. My only problem with eye masks, eye patches, under eye patches in general, is that who has time to do this every day?
I know. And nobody does.
No one does.
This is one of those things where you might put a sheet mask on and then you might stick those under your eyes for a little while. But I hardly ever use them. I like to take those on vacation with me because that's really the only time when I can sit around with them underneath my eyes. So a lot of times what's nice about them is they're packable and they're not messy. So you can just take them in your makeup case or in your beauty case, and then you've got something fun to do while you're sitting on a hotel bed.
Right. That's exactly kind of where I land on them. I technically I do have time.
Yeah.
But I still don't have time, if that makes sense. But if you're
not something to do regularly.
Yeah. If you're on your way to work in the morning and you've got to commute, or you've got to get on the Zoom call if you're working from home, or you've got to get the kids to school or whatever, unless you're that mom that just walks around with under eye patches on, and there are some in LA, you're an LA girl, you probably see people running to Erewhon and get, their under eye patches. Like, that's how I think of all Los Angeles now.
In their Ugg boots when it's 85 degrees outside, and their cutoffs.
Ugg boots. They get the Hailey Bieber smoothie at Erewhon, and they've got
big
the
bun
under
on
eye
top
patches.
of their head. That's about right.
Right. I mean, I also really love that about LA girls too. So there's like no shame in their beauty game.
No.
I love it. So the best under eye patches that I've ever used are from the Icelandic brand called Skyn. It's SKYNN. They have, you don't even need to put them in the fridge, and it is an instant ice pack under your eyes.
Oh, that's nice.
It's good. And they're wide, like it covers lots of real estate. You can even flip them if you want. If you really have like more bags and you want the real thick part underneath and then like a little thinner part, those are the best. Those are really amazing. The morning of our wedding, I actually wore them into the beauty salon, and because I woke up just, didn't sleep. There was so much nerves and excitement and stuff. And the weather we were getting married outdoors, and the weather was impending, and it was like
raining.
A huge storm. Yeah, it was a mess. So those eye patches, like the girls in the salon actually noticed the difference. Like, because I had taken a picture of myself to send to Lewis, like, you're going to marry this today. And I was like giant puffy eyes, whatever. So those are very effective. Unfortunately, the last time that I went, and I've used them for years, the last time I went to Sephora, they were all sold out. And one of the girls working there recommended the Peter Thomas Roth version. This is a very science-forward brand. I love Peter Thomas Roth. They're for a lot of different products. These are also wonderful in the fridge. These feel like excellent. Now, these are called the Clinical Skincare Water Drench. They're hyaluronic cloud hydrogel eye patches. They have, this is very moisturizing. It has all kinds of stuff in it that basically it's ceramides and collagen, marshmallow root extract, which I'd never heard of.
Okay.
And
I love a marshmallow root. I didn't know they were plants.
No clue, didn't know. And there's also some arnica that gets rid of the dark circles if you have that. And there's caffeine for a little of the depuffing. So I would say these and Skyn are the best under eye patches that I've ever encountered. And I've tried millions of brands.
I like that. So I think Peter Thomas Roth is good because it's pretty widely available too. So you can get it everywhere.
It's expensive. I will say it is an expensive brand, but it is very science forward, and they hang their hat on their clinical studies. Right. And that's something that I learned years ago, working with one of the reps on my Sirius show, and I learned a lot about how much science really goes into that brand. So many other brands, it's not a lot of science and not a lot of clinical studies are important because that means it's being tried on real people.
Yeah, it's a solid brand. It's not the most sexy brand. It's not the most fun,
Right.
the packaging and all that,
Exactly.
but it's a good brand. Solid stuff.
I would say the packaging is clinical looking.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's
It
why
is.
you always are like, do I want to try this? You're like, it's good. I know it's going to be good, but what about this one over here? Because it's got a
Exactly.
better package.
That's where we fall victim to the marketing. Yeah.
Totally.
I'm Erica, 1/3 of the podcast Books and Betches, a comedy book podcast where we swear, spoil, and we talk about...
Whoa, you cannot say that in this.
What do you mean? That's our slogan. It's our gimmick.
How about we just give some examples of things we talk about?
Well, there's a lot of chaos.
I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
Whopper!
No.
A lot of sidebar conversations.
Are you denying the existence of chupacabras?
You know what, Erica? Yes, I am.
You can listen to new episodes of the Books and Betches podcast every Tuesday morning, anywhere you get your podcasts.
So do you have a favorite under eye patch? Did we get to
I don't know if I have a favorite under eye patch. Wander is the one of the ones you showed me that I know I've used and I've liked.
Yeah.
But again, I get so many random brands,
Yeah.
like one-offs that I can't say that I'm a huge fan. So I'm interested in trying the Peter Thomas Roth and the Skin brand because I suffer not. Yes, I get puffy eyes, but I have dark circles. And I think it's because I don't sleep a lot. And I think genetically, there are just people who have dark circles and
Yeah.
people who don't. And I definitely do. You don't. I envy you. I look in you in this camera and I'm like, where are dark circles?
Oh, there's
Doesn't have
some
any.
bags there now, but yeah.
But it's dark. And so I have always looked for concealer that's going to fix this problem for me. And so when I was going through the Ulta, they sent you the Ulta catalog with the new state and the brand new product from It Cosmetics. And It Cosmetics is a brand that I think is really solid. I like their moisturizer, Confidence in a Cream. I've used their eye cream. I'm impressed with it. And so I thought, here's a new concealer. It's called Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Now, how can you go wrong with the title that long?
Right.
And so
And a waterproof concealer. That's an
Which-
interesting thing that I don't think I've heard before.
I had never seen. And there are pictures. So then I start looking it up online. It's full coverage. It's waterproof. It's sweat proof. During summer, I typically, I'll get like the little beads of sweat sometimes when it gets under my eyes. You know how it is. It's
Sure.
not pretty, but it happens.
And the mascara kind of migrates down. Even if you're
Yeah.
wearing waterproof, you're going to get something that kind of hits those creases right underneath your lower lash line.
And it migrates or it slides off. And I've noticed, especially the older you get, kind of finds the lines and then concealer kind of jams up a little
Yep.
bit, which is not pretty. So this promised all day wear, and they said up to 24 hours. It's got peptides, it's got vitamin E, it's got hydrolyzed collagen, and it's got hyaluronic acid. So I'm thinking, okay, this is a pretty good, solid product. Let's try it. They even go further. They say 93% said the product provides full coverage, 89% said the product corrects the appearance of uneven skin tone, and 86% say the product corrects the look of imperfection. So I'm like, okay, bring it on. I'm going to try it. It's $29. Pretty good size tube for concealer. It's, not the cheapest one you'll ever find. I did buy it online, so I did guess at the color. I think I went a little too light, but I always like to do a little lighter for the concealer rather than my foundation. But when I got home, I was disappointed only in the formulation. This is a product that absolutely works. It helps totally cover the if you suffer with dark under eye circles, it's going to fix that. It's going to make you look better. It does cover it. But when they say full coverage, dude, they're not kidding. Like,
I was worried
is-
about that. I was like, oh my God, how do you get it off?
so it's not even that it takes a lot to get it off. It's that when you put it on, it feels very, it doesn't blend really well. And it was funny because in preparation for the podcast today, I was like, let's see what other people are saying. And everybody is echoing the same sentiment that it is very hard to blend. It's very hard to blend with your foundation and the rest of your makeup. It definitely shows like concealer. And so one of the biggest problems that I could tell you, and I kind of chalked it up, maybe I picked just too light a color, but it is hard to make it blend in. But once you do, your dark circles are gone. So if you really suffer and if you have if you're uncomfortable with the way your circles are, this product could really help you. But you are going to have to get past the formula. maybe different skin types. I have dry skin, so maybe oily skin would be a little easier to kind of blend in. It does not melt into your skin. So that's why I have to say mediocre review. I think for events and for, special occasions when I really want to work at the blending and get those under eye circles to go away, I will use this. So I'm not going to toss it. But yeah, my NARS concealer is back in everyday rotation again because I don't have the time in the morning to make it actually sink in, melt in, and blend in. But it does work.
Yeah, it's kind of reminding me, I want to say maybe 5-6 years ago, maybe even a little longer than that, Bobbi Brown, the famous makeup artist of like the most like sort of natural look, right? Yeah. I think she kind of was like her natural look.
Yeah, the light brown eyes, all that.
That was her thing.
For sure.
She had a concealer that sounds very similar to this. It was very intense, and it was a very highly pigmented coverage. Yeah. But what she did, and she went right up underneath the lash line. That was her secret, to the application. But what she did it first, and then foundation went over it.
Right.
And that's how,
I've seen that.
Instead of doing
she made it blend.
And that's how she blended it. So I'm wondering if that would work with this formula. That
I'll have to play with it a
do
little
like
bit and see.
Treat it maybe like a primer, and then just do your just do your foundation over it.
Because it's really effective. And I'm really curious if any of you guys have tried it, or if you're, gone to the store and played with it a little bit. I really want to know what you think. Because again, I wish I could tell you it was better for me, but the end result was great. You just had to really work to get there. So I don't know. I'll try. I'll probably not give up on it. We also have the Rose ink, the primer kind of facial. What do we want to call it? Like
the solar power?
The solar
serum?
power.
Yeah.
Yeah. The serum. That's the word I'm looking for. That might, if I put that on first, maybe that would help kind of provide a base. I don't know. We'll see. But if you're looking for high coverage, this is definitely it. But it's also very full coverage. So be forewarned.
Be forewarned.
Yeah.
I think, it's kind of reminding me, and Bobbi Brown was also the one who I'd first learned when she was doing makeup tutorials, and I first learned about how much more natural blush looks when you do it first, and then you do your foundation over it.
And do over it. Isn't that interesting?
That's kind of like her thing.
Glow from the inside.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking maybe that could work with this concealer.
Yeah.
Because the under eye area is tough. And if something is too light, it's really noticeable.
Especially in pictures, or like if there's nothing worse than watching like reality TV and you see a lot of people who've got a lot of concealer on, and they probably think they look great in real life, but then they look on camera and it's like, ooh, you've got like these big white spots, like a raccoon underneath your makeup.
Yeah. And Kim Kardashian, remember when the contouring thing started? And then she would do all those videos where she would take the stick of like, like the highlighter here, and then all like the look like war paint basically on her,
but then she'd blend it all in,
and she had and her concealer went almost down to the end of her nose.
Halfway through her cheek. Yeah.
I mean, it was such a wide span. But then when they did all of that highlighter concealer first, and then they would do the foundation with a sponge over, and then it looked gorgeous. I mean, the Kardashians, say what you will about them, they know how to look good on camera.
For sure. They're flawless.
They've got that down to a science. So yeah. But so the final product that I wanted to share with you, I found this a couple of years ago. It's by a new company, new as of a few years ago, called Pleasing. And it's by Harry Styles. And it is, and I know it sounds ridiculous, right? It is a company that he started. It's like gender inclusive, and like along his like some sort of like MO. And so like non-toxic nail polishes in all different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking through, they've expanded the product line since they first launched it. But one of the things that really like caught my attention was the Pleasing pen. And it's a glass pen, and it has two sides to it. On one side, it's a matte lip oil. So it's a moisturizing lip oil that has no sheen whatsoever.
Love it, but just moisturizing.
Yep, it melts right into your lips, and then you can put anything on top of it that you want. And on the other end, it is an under eye reviving serum. So if you've got bags or dark circles or whatever. And the nicest part about it, and this is why this trumps all of the under eye patches, the ease of use.
Right.
It's a little metal roller ball.
Yeah.
and it even if you don't keep it in a fridge, it feels cool,
Right, because it's metal.
because of the metal ball. But I'm telling you, every time that I wake up and I have either allergies or I haven't slept well and I've got the giant bags under the eyes and I don't have time to sit 20 minutes with an under eye patch, because that's a commitment, even if it's 15 minutes, I don't really, I'm always late. Everyone knows I'm always late. So this being part of the actual skincare routine and prep for your makeup, I'm telling you, I don't know what's in it, except there is mushroom root extract in it. That's the one. No,
who knew
not
mushrooms
mushroom.
are good for your eyes?
No, not mushroom. It's marshmallow root.
Oh, marshmallow! I'm telling you, this new marshmallow plant.
I had never even heard of it, and but it's so instantly cooling. And you don't need 15 minutes to see results. This is within like 3 to 4 minutes as you go about, I curl my lashes and I do everything else. And all of a sudden I'm like, because I've done it only on one eye just to see if I could compare.
To do the difference.
It's a total night and day difference. This stuff is genius. And I've had this bottle, I don't know if you can see, it's only half full. It's still half full. And I've had this for several years and I use this a lot. So it's literally like 1 or 2 little swipes and I, do up underneath my brow bone and I get the whole crow's feet area. Yeah. And it starts to tingle a little bit, like in a cooling, tingly way. And it's incredible. Everyone is sleeping on this. I don't know. I've given it to all my girlfriends for like stocking stuffers. No one knows about this. And I keep talking about it.
So where do you get it?
Pleasing.com.
It's online. Okay.
Yeah, it's his online little site. And he's got, some other products and stuff that I haven't even tried yet. But this was the one that I was like, oh, that's convenient. It's fast. I love the lip oil. I love that it's matte. It's not shiny and it absorbs right in. So you're not getting any gunk. Yeah. Nothing's going to affect.
You can actually just get something moisturizing, right?
Yeah. And you're not going to affect if you do a lip liner, it's not going to mess up any of that. But the eye, that eye serum, that's the hero product. It's unbelievable.
I hadn't even heard. I mean, I think I knew he had a brand, but I couldn't have named it for you.
I think this is like $25 for,
that's pretty good.
The 2 products in one. And you, like I said, I've had this for at least 2 years now and use it often and still have so much left. But yeah, that stuff, I'm telling you, I will, if you don't buy it for yourself, I will buy one for you and send it to you. And you will, I'm telling you,
I can actually, this is no lie, I can actually tell a difference when you put it on. Because you put it on, I've been watching you. You can actually tell.
Yeah. It's minutes. It's literally,
it smooths everything out. Yeah.
It is literal minutes. And it's unbelievable. And I haven't read any beauty editors talking about it. I haven't heard Harry himself, he every once in a while, he'll put a link up, pleasing.com or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah. It doesn't seem
no
like
one's talking about it.
So bizarre. Huh.
Why is everyone sleeping on this product?
I don't know. His whole line, I haven't heard a lot about, I follow this stuff. You follow this. I haven't heard a lot about his line. So
I think the nail polishes have kind of gotten the most attention.
Yeah, he's a nail polish guy. Yeah.
And it's a lower price point. And so younger kids who follow him, everybody's wearing nail polish. And so, but like for the older ladies who like to hang on to Harry Styles, you got some, the Olivia Wildes of the group, let's say.
That's right.
This is a product. Maybe maybe she even helped. They were together when this came out. Maybe she even helped him develop this product.
Would be interesting. She might have. She could have been his test patient.
Yeah, because she did promote it at the time. She was promoting some of the products. And this is the only time I've ever seen a celebrity post about the Pleasing pen. And I hope they don't discontinue it, but because it is that good.
Well, I'm going to try it. We should definitely we'll link up to that when we put it up on YouTube because I got to see it. So pleasing.com.
Pleasing.com. Yeah.
All right.
Good old Harry Styles.
My new gift. I love it. I'm going to, I love to give myself a gift every week. So this might be my gift this week.
I think you'll love it. And the nice thing too, I haven't done this, but it says you can put it like mid-afternoon, you can roll over your makeup and it won't remove your makeup. So it'll kind of give you like a little under eye refresh if you feel like you need that, late
give you a
afternoon
little
or whatever.
A little pickup.
Leaving the office, heading out to dinner or whatever. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Fits in your purse. I love it. And no waiting around, you can put your makeup on immediately after if you need to.
You're not laying down with big patches on your face.
Yeah. And
I think it's the way to go.
And I love a product that does more than one thing.
I know.
That's
you
like
also,
my favorite
I found
thing.
You love a pen product, I've noticed.
I do. Because it's so easy and convenient. And I'm not a purse girl.
Yeah,
so
it's easy to travel with.
If I do have a purse, it's probably like ridiculously skinny or thin or whatever, and so like that fits everywhere.
Yeah.
So I love it. And it's, leave it in the car, travel with it, whatever. I love it. The convenience is the best. And so is Harry.
Oh. Heart Harry.
I love me some Harry.
Yeah.
Well, so hopefully we have helped cure some of your under eye issues today. And
we lightened your baggage.
Yes. So yeah, all of your baggage. So Wander baggage claim, that was a 2 thumbs up. Peter Thomas Roth, I know it's a boring clinical jar, but these patches are also really good. I mean, even just now, like I can feel everything just tightened.
No,
Like,
I'm telling you, you can tell the difference.
It's
I'm
wild.
pretty impressed. I'm going to actually buy the product right now.
Yeah, it is wild. And then if you just want to put some stars or penises on your face, you can go with Skin Gym or
have a
or
beauty
KNC.
night, little selfie action.
It's good for like preteen girls who don't really have any eye issues. They just take a picture and it looks cute.
Maybe the preteens should stick with the stars.
That's true. Moms, if you're listening, maybe don't put
Don't be
penises on
gross.
your daughter's face. Solid parenting advice from the
tip
2
101.
non-parents. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to Beauty Pop. You can follow us on Instagram at Beauty Pop Pod. Follow Jen at On Air. No, I'm On Air Victoria. Jen is Jennifer Horn Radio.
There you go.
And also follow us on our YouTube channel. And that is, you can just search the Beauty Pop Podcast and all of our little videos and stuff come up with all the products that we featured. So thank you guys again, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye.